about. So we'll start with a joint performance by Johnny and I, Gang Rushmore, and it's called The Puppet Show. Ready? Just something creepy. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you tonight to the extraordinary, the spectacular, one-of-a-kind, a puppet show like you've never seen before. With measured precision he bowed. The applause sparingly creeped through the desolate performance hall. The man, neither tall nor short, young nor old, attractive nor ugly, wore a dusty bowler's hat, a bow tie seemingly noosed around his neck, and an ill-fitting suit. So much life is in the air. I love it. Prepare yourselves, for I will erase the line between the living and the lifeless. The puppets will dance. The crowds will dance. There will be splinters, there will be flesh. Well, isn't this quite exciting? His head swung around as if to catch every living soul in the audience with his mad eye. Those who have been judging all their life will finally be judged themselves. Enough of my musings, let the show begin. As if by magic, the puppets flooded the stage, no strings attached, as the maestro stood there with a huge grin. The foot-long wooden mannequins buzzed around his knees, chattering away with 100 little voices. Silence, please! The voices stopped. The audience dumbstruck. I know this isn't what you were expecting. This is not a magic show. I say again, this is not a show of trickery. Now, let's have a dance, shall we? As soon as the words dripped from his lips, the puppets, in total silence, started to waltz in circles and circles and circles. I promised dance, and dance you got. Now, splinters it is. On his command, piercing screams echoed throughout the room. As chaos ensued, a free-for-all, a battle royale, a fight to the end. The minions ran around, legs, arms, heads ripped off, pieces of wood flying through the air like the Battle of Waterloo. Finally, when the last puppet remained standing, having bashed the penultimate competitor to death with its own arm, silence took over the room. These grand battles for your entertainment, they're all so costly. But don't worry, the last act will more than make up for it. The audience was anxious, clinging on to every word of his. They were afraid, mortified. But if the theatre would have caught a blaze, not a single one would have gotten up to leave. Now, for the last act, I welcome on stage you, the audience. Smoke materialized from thin air without as much as a single gasp from observers. As the smoke cleared, one man was left sitting. His peers, fellow showgoers, gone, nowhere to be seen. When the shock passed, his eyes focused, and he saw a mass of puppets ceremoniously sitting, arms folded in their laps, staring at him with empty eyes. Never mind them. This show was only ever about you. You are my masterpiece. The true art begins now. What will you do? Run to the police, babble and babble about dancing puppets, about people gone missing, about puppets that were once people. Just be careful. One word of advice, don't get locked Up. With a bow, the maestro and his army of puppets marched off stage. The man, still as a corpse, just sat there for hours and hours, until only much later did the theatre staff notice him and by the hand threw him out.